Hi, my name is Philippa Newis and I work for the Royal Borough of Greenwich, which is a London borough council. We serve about 500,000 people and we're with them in the best of times and the worst of times.
Hello, my name is Lin Jing Ying and I am a designer. I currently lead a product function at the Royal Borough of Greenwich with a mission to make services and products better. I have a particular interest in growing an in-house team and skills and knowledge so that change is more sustainable.
I invested in the UPFRONT confidence course for my teams because I'd done it myself and I'd seen the change that it prompted in me, and also I'd seen the change that it had had on the other women in my UPFRONT bond.
I joined UPFRONT course many years ago, so the moment when I started managing a large team, I immediately thought about Lauren, because it was a course designed by Lauren with the ambition to inspire women to take on their own confidence journey.
I've always had a weird relationship with my inner self, like was my inner critic, and I was hoping that doing UPFRONT would give me that level of confidence and having a relationship with my inner critic that will just make me believe in myself more. And that's what I got from it.
At the beginning I was very excited. When I started the course, I felt very impressed by the amazing women there, but the bonding, the energy. And then I realized that all of us were in the same journey, and I felt very challenged at the same time. So I realized that we need to work on this it is a life journey and we need to continue working on this path, I don't know, for the rest of our lives.
The thing that I was really hoping that UPFRONT would change for people is to take them on that journey where they have that penny drop moment, that moment where we decide that we're not going to collude with the harmful things that society tells us about women's confidence, but we start to take control of that narrative.
One of my first breakthrough moments was being in a breakout room with 3 other women and everyone just being transparent, honest, and I felt like I was mirroring myself. So that was one of the first. Second breakthrough moments was going along to the meet and greet. Now that changed everything.
So I was hoping UPFRONT to provide the inspirations, call to arms, and the language and toolkits for my colleagues in Greenwich to explore and take on their own confidence journey.
My first breakthrough moment on UPFRONT was when we did the module that covered growth mindset. I realised that I had been looking at every thing that went wrong or every disagreement that I had with somebody in the workplace as a sign of failure. Learning about the growth mindset made me realise these are just times for you to learn and to get better and improve. And I realised that if I can just shift my mindset, I could totally change my outlook at work.
I've seen so much difference in our teams since they've graduated from UPFRONT.
I noticed actually after graduation from UPFRONT, one colleague at least, one of them applied for promotion and has asked for the job and got it successfully.
There's been a lot less apologising. There's just an abundance of more. There is more generosity, there is more empathy, there is more saying what they think.
And I also noticed more women showing up in meetings in a slightly different way, and they're more willing to speak up. They're more willing to, taking more notice of the time or the moment when they're holding themselves back.
I think probably 2 of my key takeaways were the analogy that confidence is like a muscle. Just helps you realise that you can't build that muscle overnight, you have to train it up over time. And my second takeaway is that changing your relationship with confidence is pretty similar to changing your relationship with how you value yourself. And so building your confidence is about building your relationship with yourself and your worth.
I have been doing a lot of work within the RBG bonds, and I often start chats there, asking people how they are, have they seen this, do they know what's coming up, praising people if I've been in a meeting with them. It's just been a complete change in lots of ways.
If you are considering enrolling your teams onto UPFRONT, I want to say to you that I genuinely think it's the best investment that you can make in your women and non-binary folk in your organisation. But I also want to say that it's not the whole answer, and that your organisation has to take the opportunity to change as well. You need to help those people to try on their newfound confidence, to do things differently and to find their collective vibe. This isn't about creating a bigger table for women and non-binary folk in your organisation. That's just about increasing the status quo. This is about crafting an entirely different kind of table for those people. And it's your responsibility as organisational leaders to create that environment for change.